I'll be discussing Ielts writing task 1, which is about the making of cement and its use for construction purpose. Total time for writing, you must be knowing, is 60 minutes. Out of 60 minutes, we have 20 minutes for task 1 and 40 for task 2. But see, time management totally depends on you. If you were taking 15 minutes for task 1, you will have 45 minutes for task 2. How can you spend lesser time for task 1? If your time management is excellent. If you've done planning of the answer, writing will not be any issue for you. Planning can be done within 5 minutes and you can write your answer in 10 minutes. So in 15 minutes, your writing will be over. The 5 minutes which you will save can be used for proofreading, which means check your answer for spelling mistakes, grammatical errors, and sometimes you skip some words in the flow of writing. Before the examiner checks, you check all these things yourself. Now let's have a look at the question and paraphrase it. Discuss the whole answer of this question by following its format. The diagrams below show the stages and equipment used in the cement making process and how cement is used to produce concrete for building purposes. Paraphrasing of this question will be, in place of the diagrams, we'll say the diagrammatic representation. In place of show, we'll say gives information. The question says the stages, will say various steps. And equipment will say machinery or tools used in the cement making process, will say required for the making of cement. And how cement is used to produce concrete for building purposes. Now see, they're repeating how cement. In place of cement, we'll be using pronoun. We'll say along with its use or application for construction purposes. So the complete paraphrased statement will be, the diagrammatic representation gives information about the various steps and machinery or tools required in the making of cement along with its application or use for construction purposes. In place of building, we're writing construction. Now, ideally we have to write overview because the second paragraph is overview, but overview we can get only when we have understood the task. If we have gone through these diagrams, we've analyzed what these diagrams are showing. So while planning our answer, first of all, after paraphrasing, we'll directly plan what do we have to write in body. When it is clear that what do we have to write in body, overview automatically will be clear. So we come to body paragraph 1. From the first diagram, it can be inferred that the cement production commences or begins with the crushing of limestone and clay in a crusher. After the crushing is over, their fine powder is obtained, which is then passed or sent to a mixer to obtain their raw mix. This raw mix is subjected to, or we can say this step is followed by. This raw mix is subjected to heating in a rotating heater, or we can say this step is followed by heating, which is done in a rotating heater to obtain heated mix. And this heated mix is ground again in a grinding machine to obtain the final product, cement, which is ready to be packed in bags. This is the explanation of first diagram. Then we come to second diagram. It can be noticed that concrete production is done in concrete mixer where gravel is taken in the highest ratio, that is 50%. To which 25% of sand is added and cement is 15%. All these raw materials are mixed with 10% of water in a concrete mixer to obtain concrete that can be used for construction purposes. So this will be body paragraph 2. Now overview, which means we have to tell our examiner what have we understood from these diagrams. Overall, it can be noticed that cement production is a complex process which gets completed in 4 steps and requires different tools, whereas concrete making is a simple process which gets completed in 1 step. This will be our overview.